Imagine for a second you're within this. Bottom of the ninth, World Series Game 7. The other team is just one run away. Bases are loaded and you're on the mound about to throw the next pitch. While on the mound, you don't just have the pressure of winning that championship. You have a city behind you. You have 50,000 fans watching your every move. One mistake and you can destroy a legacy. This video is going to be the 5 steps to deal with pressure like a major league pitcher. Let's get into it.
I think I'm in love, say it way too often. I can't play these games, think I'm switching up the offense. See me in LA.
Hi guys, welcome back to DBX Insights, where we're all about mindsets, habits, and lifestyle. So if any of that appeals to you or you want to improve any of those areas in your life, the first step is to subscribe. So please do that now. Now in today's video, we're going to go over the 5 steps to dealing with pressure like a major league pitcher. Now, if you've ever watched a baseball game in your life, you probably know that MLB pitchers, professional pitchers, are under crazy amounts of pressure. The batters in the MLB today are so good that you misthrow one pitch and it's probably a bomb, home run. Now, in order for someone to pitch at such an elite level, they need to know how to deal with stress and deal with pressure. While being a pitcher, you're probably going to have 50,000 fans watching you live, not to mention that it's also broadcasted on TV for millions of people to see. This can seem really daunting and very terrifying for some people, knowing that they have so many eyes on them. Yet these pitchers are able to rise to the occasion. They stay calm, they're resilient, and they look unshakable. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 steps on how you can feel unshakable too. The first thing that an MLB pitcher does is they analyze their surroundings. What does it mean to analyze your surroundings? Let's say you're on the mound. What you're doing is you're walking back to the mound after you threw your last pitch, but you're checking the bases. You're looking to see if there's a guy on first, if there's a guy on third, guy on second. You know who's at the plate, you know who's coming to the plate. This is analyzing your surroundings. You want to deal with the most immediate threat. Maybe it's that runner on first who's really speedy and he's good at stealing. Maybe it's David Ortiz at the plate who hits bombs all the time, right? Now, how can we attribute this to life? Take your day, for example. Analyzing your day and looking at the biggest problems and then ordering them in first to last. Maybe you got a test you need to prepare for tomorrow. So priority number 1 could be finishing the work for that class and then reviewing it. Priority number 2 for that day could be working out because a test is more important and that's the most immediate problem that you need to tackle. Now, after we do the first thing, which was analyze our surroundings, what is the second thing? The second thing is to have a plan. Having a plan and analyzing your surroundings really go hand in hand. As I mentioned before, you want to know and deal with your most immediate problems. After we have realized what our most immediate problems are, we need a plan of attack. We need a way in order to take on these tasks so we can be as efficient as possible. Ways to do this is start with your most immediate problem, as we mentioned before, but also focus on one task at a time. It's easy to get sidetracked. A way to do this, put away your phone. Don't use the TV when you're doing your homework, or just make a commitment to yourself that you will not do anything else, you will not look at anything else until you have figured out this problem in front of you. Now, the third thing to dealing with pressure like a major league pitcher is understand you can only do your best. When you understand you can only give it your all, you can only do your best, it takes a load off your shoulders. Realizing that you can only give it 100, 110%, and that's all you can do is all you can ask for. Sure, people can set expectations way higher than you think you can achieve, but making sure you give it 100% will help you to aim and potentially even achieve that high expectation. But just know you can only try as hard as you can, and that's it. Whatever the outcome is, you just have to accept it. But that's only if you give it 100%. If you give it 90%, well then that's garbage. Alright, the fourth thing for dealing with pressure is focus on your execution. For example, when you're on that mound, that pitcher is focusing on his release point. They're focusing that drive, using that momentum in order to propel that ball forward as fast as they can. Focusing on execution, not only in a pitch, but in real life, is going to take away a little bit of that stress and strain because it's going to allow you to focus and be present in the moment. Whatever it is you're working on, maybe it's a project at work, maybe you're interviewing someone, maybe you're making a YouTube video. Focus on your execution, focus on how you can provide the best content, the best interview, do the best job you possibly can. Focus on how you speak, focus how you deliver your information, focus on your body language, focus on the work you put out, focus on everything you do. Focusing on your execution will help you to be in that moment. It will eliminate some of that stress and pressure that you feel because you're focusing on your task. You're so locked in that the pressure is really reduced or almost put behind you. Now, the fifth and final step to dealing with pressure like a major league pitcher is to have a short memory. Now, there's definitely a lot of truth in saying that pitchers, not even if you're an MLB pitcher, even if you're an ordinary pitcher, I myself am a pitcher, you must have a short memory. It can be really frustrating sometimes when you're up there and you're throwing balls all the time, you're walking a few guys, but the thing is, you have to forget it. You have to realize that's in the past, and then you have to repeat the steps. Step 5, although it is your endpoint, it can almost be a relapse back to step 1. Let's say something does go wrong. Let's say you misspelled something. Let's say you committed a big error on a project. Let's say you did throw a bad pitch. You gotta start all over again. You gotta analyze your surroundings. You gotta develop a new plan. You gotta understand you can only do your best. You gotta focus on your execution. And then finally, after all 4 of those are done, you have a short memory if things do go wrong. But you don't forget about those mistakes. You keep them in the back of your mind, but you're not focusing on them. You're focusing on what's in front of you. And that's really the 5 steps. That's the 5 steps to dealing with pressure like a major league pitcher. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, have any ideas for future videos, or you guys are interested in anything mindsets, habits, and lifestyles, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you're looking to improve any of those areas in your life, also subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you did enjoy. I want to thank you for your time, and take care, guys.
I think I'm in love, say it way too often. I can't play these games, think I'm switching up the offense. See me in LA,